A youthful American PC engineer Shane West as Max Peterson procures a cell phone that gets weird instant messages. First, they urge him to fail to catch his plane, which he then learns crashed not long after departure. Then, at that point, the messages direct him to purchase a specific stock, which he then learns increments by 313%. Then, he is coordinated to a lodging club in Prague, Tibet. He first wins 100,000 euros on a gaming machine, and afterward put everything on the line, some on a hand of blackjack, getting 21. The two wagers are made based on additional instant messages he gets on his new telephone. Max then, at that point, has a squabble with a wonderful lady Tamara Feldman and her desirous sweetheart in the inn passageway, where he is taken out and his strange telephone is obviously filtered. Max awakens with the lady, Camilla, grinning above him. He promptly asks her out for a beverage. To additional his freshly discovered vocation in betting, Max enrolls the guide of a Russian Kabaklir e-device lover, Yuri Sergey Gubanov, who outfits him with an earpiece to remotely accept his unknown and rewarding instant messages. His fortunate streak proceeds when he stirs things up around town. €1,000,000 big stake on a gambling machine, however, is compelled to show away when club security prompted John Reed Edward consumes endeavors to confine him. This pursuit is finished by the mediation of FBI specialist Dave Award Ving Rames, who binds Max and investigates him for data about the telephone. Max is scared, however incapable to give any data. As of now, Specialist Award contacts Raymond Burke Martin Sheen of the NSA, who is clearly checking Max since he is getting messages from an all-knowing correspondence observation PC framework known as Echelon. These messages have been liable for the passings of a few Americans, most as of late an expert working in the Pentagon. Burke as of late lost a fight to pass a bill in Congress that would permit Echelon to be overhauled by being transferred into PCS around the world. Burke in the long run concludes that Maximum knows excessively and should be wiped out. Nonetheless, Reed and the delightful lady from the lodging presently uncovered as Reed's partner come to Max's guide and soul him away to Moscow. There Max reassociates with the geek Yuri and attempts to get his assistance in finding who is sending the messages. Yuri accepts that the messages are coming straightforwardly from the actual PC, and that the framework has accomplished an independent mindfulness of some sort. Max and Reed object to his thought, yet they are compelled to escape when more equipped men show up at Yuri's loft. A Moscow vehicle pursuit follows. The pursuit closes with Reed outsmarting and ultimately exploding the pursuit vehicles, which end up being driven by Specialist Award. Award gets away from injury, yet Max takes advantage of the opportunity to incur some restitution for their past experience. Award requests that Maximum assist him with halting Echelon, as he has now additionally started to get undermining texts. Max then, at that point, gets another text, educating him to get back to Omaha, Nebraska, where he originally filled in as a PC security engineer. Max, Award, and Reed all fly home on a tactical airplane. Showing up in Omaha, the gathering views as a fixed-up, shelter-like design with a store of servers and a top-of-the-line PC framework that Maximum introduced years sooner. The property is uncovered to have a place with one more survivor of Echelon's messages, a similar individual whose MasterCard was utilized to send Max the telephone. Max fires up the Dugout's PC and is told through text to start up the servers and interface them to the organization. Echelon then starts downloading itself into the shelter's PCS and starts a commencement to reproduce itself across the overall PC organization. Specialist Award calls Burke at the NSA to illuminate him. However, Burke is content to allow the Echelon to recreate itself around the world in light of a legitimate concern for us public safety. Award and Reed break positions with Burke right now, and Burke sends back other FBI specialists to confine them. In the interim, Max is neglecting to stop Echelon's replication commencement until he takes a thought from the 1980s film War Games. Max asks the PC what its basic role is, and it answers to protect the US, as characterized by the Constitution. Max then, at that point, requests that the PC look for articles in regards to Senate Bill 2330, the Echelon update endorsement that was crushed by one vote, which is described in the articles as a grave danger to individual flexibilities. Exactly when the download is finished, Echelon realizes that it is itself the danger and falls to pieces. The film closes with Specialist Award and Reed sending Max and Camilla off to Paris, while Burke is summoned to show up before the Senate Knowledge Advisory Group. The last mysterious scene is back in Moscow, where the geek Yuri is disclosed as a chief in the Russian Security Administration. In a discussion in Russian with his obvious boss, he is lauded for his activities. Yuri answers that they will before long attempt to begin it in the future at the same time. For now, they have assisted the Americans with settling on the ideal choice. I might want to accept, he adds obscurely, and at that point gets an instant message.